501c3. But I think that we do, like Steve said, we have that in a lot of our ordinances have carve-outs or different accommodations for groups like that.
So I think what we're trying to do here is not make final decisions, but identify specific pieces of the sign ordinance we want to look at in more detail, right? So temporary signs with an eye towards maybe reducing the number of days is one thing. These signs that I'm going to just call feather signs, but it's any sign that's supposed to be taken out and brought in.
So we're going to call those banner signs?
Okay, we can call that banner signs. That we need to look at that as it relates to number and size. Not to be determined here today, but just
So,
things
for
to look at.
simplicity, is it sound right just to put one category, which is temporary signs, and make that banners, portable towable signs, inflatables?
I think it would be cleaner if we.
I don't know what you call the guy there. I don't know how to describe, but I know what he calls it. You're right. But do those all want to be put into one?
Maybe, but like your example of a restaurant that puts out a 3-foot thing that has.
But in our current one, it's different, because it is something that it describes what it is, and it says it can come in and out every day. So it's, by design in the ordinance, it's something that's small enough you could move.
Yeah,
So I think it's addressed.
Okay.
I think it's addressed already. They just need clear black and white so that they can. There's so much clutter in there now that
Right. We need to be able to enforce it. If there's nothing there to enforce, then it's hard for us to go out there and go, hey, you need to remove this sign.
And that's what I keep getting. I've made a lot of calls, and Matt mentioned, and that's the answer I keep getting, is that, yeah, we can't really enforce this. So.
And that's because it's interpretation. It's what yours is and what his is not the same.
Okay. So then we need to look at temporary, these miscellaneous banners, blow-ups, feathers, all that.
Yeah.
I think we need to have clear language of how long we're gonna allow them. It's 30 days, 60 days, whatever. Take it down, put it back up, and do that continually. I think we need to come up with a.
I think so too. I mean, even if, like you said, even if they're allowed for a certain amount of time, I think it does get too burdensome on staff to have how long's it been up the first time, how long's it been up the second time? If they're gonna be allowed, they need to be allowed for a certain amount of time. It needs to be easy for staff to check, and then it needs to be, well, you've had that one, it's been there, it was permitted for 30 days.
You exceeded that, or if you're
I
about to
think
exceed that, you need to make
get it cleaned
arrangements.
up, all it's gonna be easier on staff when there's one sign on the floorboard,
And then what about bicycle racks or tire racks?
I'm still on the portable sign.
Portable,
Portable fold-up signs.
Yeah, we want to look at that in more detail, because there's things that are occurring that it's scratching out.
So you're talking about the tent sign?
Martin's on a 2-minute delay.
Yeah. Do we wanna just,
I don't have a problem with allowing that. If it's a small sign that can be taken in and out by the store owner, and it's out there and the business is closed, it's in violation.
And when you're saying small size, I mean, you're gonna have to put a size on there.
He takes it in.
Well, what do we have now? Is it,
I mean, if you're just saying a small sign, I mean,
We have to define.
my definition of a small sign may not be the same as yours.
okay, 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot or less? Is it okay to say that?
Well,
If you need a definition, we can get it, and we can go on.
That could be our.
I
think they brought it, I don't think it's out, it's usually kept up in their.
Mannequin?
on the side?
They keep it at the side of the building.
I think that falls in more with what the blow up was like.
I see it out there today, but I don't remember seeing it outside.
It's still out there today.
Me, that's what they kidnapped you the last time they left it out overnight.
Well, it's a sign, that's what it's.
Mine does business in different clothes.
Marvin, I think what we're saying is,
It didn't matter.
I just started when I stole it. Get that, they retake that thing down.
Yeah.
Dressed up differently.
Like,
Well, see, we want you to bring it, bring us that as an agenda item, and bring us the details that we currently have, so that we can start.
Temporary sign.
Oh, is it?
Things other than regular functions. I don't know if temporary.
Right.
Temporary miscellaneous feather balloon.
Which is.
Non-permanent.
No, the cities around us, this is all, I mean, of course, the irony of it is White Settlement regulates those feather signs, says you can't have them. There's been those feather signs in White Settlement for the last 20 years, I mean, they're just all over the place and the city doesn't touch them.
They just ignore it.
So, but all of that's to say, that
Temporaries, deflatables.
sort of everything other than the traditional signs, we're wanting to look.
Everything but a permanent sign.
Anything that's not affixed to the building.
What about the
Campaign signs.
that's,
Well controlled.
so that falls under a different portion of the ordinance, yeah.
No, they're controlled
You said campaign.
and they're time limited.
Well, they're done by the state.
Well, yeah, but remember,
But that's not
we
causing a
had
problem.
ordinance,
Well,
we have ordinances as well.
Okay.
So,
so if we can do that, we can do this.
yeah, I'll say we can do this, yeah.
I mean, you have to balance your workload and what's more, I mean, I think we're just saying we wanna look at that. We don't wanna.
I mean, with staff, we could come up with a draft, bring it to you, let you look at it,
I think that would be.
and go from there.
I think that's what we're doing right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
And if it happens faster doing one little chunk at a time and going ahead and passing it, another chunk pass it, rather than wait 5 years to have a whole new.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, if we're waiting for the zoning ordinance, the boulevard.
I don't think
there's not,
6 years.
there's not a time instruction as far as it has to be on the next one or the one after that. The only time instruction would be, we don't have to wait until we tackle the entire sign ordinance and zoning ordinance. So just at some point in the next
So
couple
that's
of months.
my point,
Right. So don't feel like you have to wait. Don't feel like you have to break your neck to get it on the next agenda, but also don't feel like you have to wait and put them all together. Just sometime in the next couple months.
deal, let's go with it.
Right, so sometime in the next couple months, when it works, fits into your queue of what you got going on.
Y'all keep calling it feather signs, it's actually banner signs.
Banner signs, yeah, whatever, they're all, it'll work. So, one thing, Steve, I was gonna comment on, cause we talked about it before, you know, the businesses in the, what color is it, that gold kind of strip, and we had talked about how they had painted over the pretty gold. Over the pretty gold.
Copper metal in the.
And then I saw that's been taken down, so that, I don't know if you reported that.
I mean,
On the,
Where the tobacco shop is, you mentioned earlier.
you know, the floor, through the big grant, we paid for that nice,
not on the tobacco shop we did.
it was the guy who used to have the
Copper
flooring.
feature roof.
The copper, yeah.
Simple.
Used to all be copper, two businesses moved in and they painted their part white.
Yeah.
Right, and we had commented that looked bad, and I saw that had been taken down.
We didn't do anything.
They did that, okay. Well, I was gonna compliment you.
Good job, Steve. No, I mean, I'm
Yeah, okay.
happy it's.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks better now, that, maybe the business owner of the street.
The only thing that we did do over there is tell them to take down the temporary banner signs that was all over the side of the building. That was the only thing that we did.
Okay. Well, it looks better. You can still say they had painted over it and removed it.
Yeah.
But it still looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I like the copper. I couldn't believe they painted
Right,
white over it.
I know.
All right, so I think we've got it.
Let's go. Hang on, can I ask another question on that? We talked about windows a while ago. Is there an ordinance about the temporary I still call it the Fina station or Fuzz is my latest example. More than one different owner have come in there and they plaster the window with Marlboro ads and I don't know what vendors furnish free signs, so I don't care the content, but all of a sudden you get a convenience store that you can't see inside of it because of all that. Sounds like that should be addressed by the safety issue you were already talking about.
That's something I'll research and get back with you on. I don't have an answer for
Do
that.
you know what I'm asking? Do you understand what I'm
I
asking?
do, but I also, I mean, I gotta look at
Individual signs placed inside the window, you're asking whether
Yeah.
those are considered.
Like I asked about that, was